Cinejudge.
Hi, this is Akash.
I'm Alex.
And you're watching Cinejudge. Today on Cinejudge, we'll be reviewing Iron Man 2, which just recently came into theaters on May 7th. It stars Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, Samuel L. Jackson, Don Cheadle, just a whole list of superstar actors and actresses. And it basically tells the story of a Russian physicist, and his father recently died, and he basically wants revenge.
Yeah, because Tony Stark's can't beat his father.
Yeah, basically, and the villain who is Mickey Rourke, he creates his own, basically Iron Man suit in his own technology, and he's Whiplash. He has these massive whips, which are really sweet, and the story basically follows Iron Man's struggle to try and defeat Whiplash. Also building up for more movies and sequels. So, Alex, what did you think about Iron Man 2?
First, I want to talk about Mickey Rourke, actually. He surprised me. I was ready for him to be a big disappointment, for him to fail at his role, but he didn't, and I thought he actually pulled it off. In terms of the movie itself, though, I went into the movie thinking I'd be disappointed, and I guess in that regards, I wasn't disappointed. Because I wasn't shocked that I was disappointed, I should say. Because it didn't live up to Iron Man 1, in my opinion. It wasn't as great as it could have been, and in general, it was just too squished. They were trying to put in too many plots, too many different characters in one, just to set up for the sequel, The Avengers, coming out in 2012.
Okay, when I went into the movie, I was super excited because it was my birthday. And I really wanted to see it because Iron Man 1 for me was a huge surprise. I didn't go to see it in theaters. I waited till it came on video and people saying good things about it, so I was super excited, and when I saw it, it like blew me away, right? The movie itself, I mean, I can't say it was a bad movie because it really wasn't. It was what it was. It was an exciting 2-hour flick that, I mean, full of action. You got what you paid for, and you can't really say it's a bad movie. However, some of the choices that the director Jon Favreau took in the movie made me feel that it was for kids. Like say the whole part. Okay, one of the defining moments in the movie is when, spoiler alert, Don Cheadle becomes War Machine. The way that scene was set up was kind of clunky. I mean, Don Cheadle goes and becomes War Machine, and at the same time, Iron Man is dancing upstairs to some DJ while he's drunk. It was funny for the first 2 or 3 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes.
10 seconds.
Okay, but after that, it got really clunky. He got in the suit. They started having this fight, hitting each other, and the sound effects too. I mean, it was just clunk, 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 and it was just a really childish scene for such a defining moment in the movie.
I thought a lot of it was actually really cheesy, how they put it together. A lot of it was also very rushed. For example, the big fight scene where they take down Mickey Rourke, that was only like a minute or 2 minutes, and I was really disappointed because I was expecting this epic thing. He lands in, and it's really only him for 30 seconds, and his other minions for a while, but he played a really small role in that. And one of the other things is that at the start of the movie, he was this big guy, main role, and then he kind of disappeared for a while.
Yeah, I know. I mean, for such a great villain that he ended up being, because he did an awesome job. He was really good. He was hardly in the movie.
I think like 15 minutes in the whole movie, maybe 20 minutes.
Okay, let's talk about some of the other cast. So we had Scarlett Johansson as the Black Widow.
It was
okay. All right. So Scarlett Johansson, as much as I love her, she's drop dead gorgeous. She's okay. This is my list, and she's like right at the top for actresses, right? I thought her role was basically to be the hot girl in the movie. I mean, the fight scenes, she would knock down a guy, and then there would be a close-up for 10 seconds at her face while she goes.
It was think Megan Fox in Transformers, and that was it, except really cut down too. Like she was in
girl does that.
But yeah, she was in it for like 5 minutes, no big roles, no pivotal moments around her really. So
For me, as much as Robert Downey Jr. is such like a big and great actor, the person who stole the movie for me was Sam Rockwell, who played the other arms dealer who was competing with Tony Stark. I thought he did really.
well, okay, yeah, he did okay. But what I found, not his acting, but what he said was really cheesy. And I blame the writer for that, not the actor.
Maybe it's me being a bit biased, but I love any movie that he's in. I think he's a fantastic actor. He took that part of being a weapons engineer who isn't at the level of Tony Stark and really played that really well. And I thought he stole the movie from me. Robert Downey Jr. plays Iron Man, and in the first movie I liked him a lot. I thought his character was well developed because it's an origin story. He's coming into his own as Iron Man. But in this movie, he pretty much took on the persona of Tony Stark to a level that was kind of arrogant. In a lot of the movie, he's just saying lines, he's bad talking people, and it kind of downplayed his character for me from being a hero.
Yeah, what I thought about him is in the first movie, I think that he did a great job in developing his character and creating it into something awesome. In this movie though, it was rather flat, I think. It was very one-sided, and I think he tried to twist it to create all these different plots and different conflicts, but I don't think he managed to achieve it. And what I was reminded of was Tobey Maguire and Brothers, where the whole film basically was revolved around him and his character, and that's what I thought about this, was that the filmmakers had edited it to revolve around Tony Stark and not necessarily the plot and the movie. Because a lot of it was just about him and it wasn't about the action sequences
Yeah,
or the rest of the plot, because no one else was really into that.
Alright, to wrap this up, I'm going to say that you guys should see it. Just because it's the first movie this summer, and if you loved the first Iron Man, I don't even have to tell you this, you're going to go see it anyways. It's not to say it's a bad movie, it's just not up to par with the first one, but it's still a fun thrill ride. I think you guys should check it out.
I personally would say wait and either buy it on DVD or rent it. I wouldn't go to the theater for it. I'd wait because there's a lot of other movies coming out. I mean, this summer is pretty big. We have a lot of stuff, so.
Avatar last year, I listened to that. That's awesome.
But yeah, I'd wait. Also, tune in next week when we review Robin Hood.
Cinejudge.
Friends, you ruined that film.
Get
out of here.
I need here to see Scott so I can work on my